Alright everyone, welcome back to another Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes video with Fat Phil, and today I want to talk about Grand Arena, and I'm actually going to talk about what I think to be the biggest issue with Grand Arena. I think it's going to surprise some of you, so stick around. If you haven't already, guys, subscribe to the channel. We blew through our goal of reaching 400 subscribers by the end of this month, so let's shoot for 500. I don't know how possible that is, but I want to go for it. I cannot thank you guys enough for all the love and support you're showing me. This channel is growing so rapidly, and I can't thank you enough. And if you like the video, leave a like, leave a comment. So we're going to hop into Grand Arena, and I'm actually going to go to my round one for this. And I'm going to show you guys what I think the biggest problem is in Grand Arena. So my opponent here, Mini Cartel, had 8.1 million galactic power. Now he did only have, if we back out here for a second, he's only got a 6-star Executor, and he only has 3 galactic legends. However, he does have more galactic power than me, right, by 500,000, which to me translates to about, I'd say 2 teams, right, that he probably has 2 more teams that I don't have yet built. And while they're not galactic legend level, right, that's still 2 more teams that I have to figure out how to deal with, right? So keep that in mind. But when I talk about the biggest issue, I don't even think it starts with, like, the matchmaking that's been going on. I actually think it's engagement with the game mode. So here's our Grand Arena table at the end of the day. So, 1445 to 192. However, I didn't even bother attacking his 2 ships back here. I had the fleets that I could have attempted to attack these guys in, full clear. But there's no real incentive for me to do that because he stopped attacking, right? He didn't even bother. He did 2 attacks here, and he did 1 attack up here, right? Didn't even fail any other battles, just stopped attacking at that point. And what my, what part of the frustration here is, right, is that I don't even know if this defense worked or not because he didn't bother attacking, right? But on the flip side, he probably recognized, man, I'm not going to be able to clear, all of these zones. I'm not going to be able to beat my opponent, so I'm just going to stop playing. And that's bad. This is worse than even not signing up because you have someone who's signing up and then just not deciding to play. So I think Capital Games needs to come up with a way to incentivize people to actually clear zones, right? Like, give me a reason that my opponent isn't going to attack and that I should still want to clear these zones. The 100,000 crystals, right? Or 100,000 crystals, sorry. Like 100,000 credits for clearing a zone, it's not enough, right? Like it's not enough. Nobody really thinks about it. If I was to make a suggestion, either you throw some crystals on each of these zones, additional crystals for a full clear, or some gear on each of these areas, mod slicing materials, something that incentivizes us to do attacks. Because right now there isn't any. Even when, this next round for me is going to be brutal, right? My opponent here, 9.6 million GP. I am most likely going to lose unless he decides to not attack or something, right? However, incentivize me to actually engage against him, right? To try and beat him. I'll probably go in, do 1 attack, and if I fail, I'm probably not going to do any more because he's going to full clear me regardless, right? His roster's just that much better. And that's the way the matchmaking is, right? It is what it is. But give me a reason to try and do more, right? Give me a reason that, you know what? I'm not going to clear the bottom, but I'm going to go top, knowing I'm going to lose, but I get rewards for it. So that's what I think is missing from Grand Arena. Yes, the matchmaking could be better, but I don't think that, the fixing of the matchmaking, that would be amazing. But I think at the bare minimum, get us to actually want to play this, right? Give us a reason to attack, right? That put some rewards in here that make it worth our while to clear a zone, to beat a team. That's my advice, guys. I would love to see that. I think the biggest issue with Grand Arena isn't even the matchmaking, right? As I'm, been pointing out, it's engagement, right? The people that even sign up aren't fully engaging in the game mode because it's only based on wins and losses and there's nothing else tied to it. So, I don't know that Capital Games will ever see this video, but for you guys, my subscribers, I wanted to vent this little frustration that I really wish there were more ways we could engage in GAC, right? Whether it's additional rewards on a zone, whether it's, putting in those little feats they used to have of, beat a Qui-Gon Jinn team with like Darth Maul in your team or something, right? Or beat General Grievous with General Kenobi in your squad. Like, give us some reason to try and make Grand Arena fun again. That's the video, guys. You know, it's nothing groundbreaking, but hopefully you enjoy it. Before we leave, as always, we need to visit our king, Wampa. Leave it in the comments. Wampa is king, and I will see you in the next video, guys. Cheers.